Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Prowler Racing League Season 7, round number 3. It is a sprint weekend around the Australian Grand Prix circuit. This circuit is a street circuit in a way. As you can see, the parking lot lines going through there. This track, 3.279 miles long, 14 corners, and an astounding 4 DRS zones to hopefully make some overtakes into those tight corners. Let's get going here. Let's head on over to our intermission screen while we're getting ready for everyone to ready up. While we're here waiting, turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud. Apologies. So, tonight, we're in Australia for a sprint. And then next weekend, we're in Qatar, then Abu Dhabi, Spain, United States, Canada, Austria, Hungary, China, and Belgium. But tonight, again, we're in Australia sprint race weekend, which is going to be a short qualifying session, followed by a 10-lap sprint, followed by qualifying, and then the Grand Prix afterwards. Championship order right now, your teams. Sauber out in front, moving up, 87 to 85 McLaren. Racing Bulls 61. They have a full team tonight, so look for the Racing Bulls to score some more points. Sauber, I believe, is a man down. That man not able to race tonight, so Sauber at disadvantage against second place and third place. Then you got fourth, Aston Martin, sitting at 31, bumping up 2 spots, dropping Ferrari and Haas down 22 and 21 each. Red Bull, no drivers tonight, so they're going to stay at 16 points. Williams with 5, Alpine with that lone point, and Mercedes yet to score this season. So, your team standings brought to you by your drivers. Here's the top 10. SC Fire out in front, 53. The Sasuke, last season's champion, 49. Vanilla Spilla behind by 41. Moving up, dropping Lone Fiber down, 36. That Man, 34. Zoluxi, 20. MLB, the Show Me Your D, 19. Pro Ultra 7, not here tonight, 18. Boogie, moving up with 15 ahead of Rasha, also at 15. Rasha dropping down the order. So it looks like we're actually heading to the track. So let's head on over to the racetrack and watch qualifying as it gets going here tonight in Australia for the sprint qualifying. Sprint qualifying, everyone can qualify tonight. We have 2 reservists racing tonight, both in the Alpine, as neither one of those drivers checked in tonight. They can qualify for the sprint qualifying, but for the Grand Prix, they will have to start from the back. So it is all hands on deck for qualifying tonight in the sprint. Gotta love the waiting for the game to catch up here, get us loaded in. Again, this is round 3 of season 7, Prowler Racing League. There we go. In-game graphics are up, so let's get rid of those because we're going to look at our graphics brought to you by Racer Ray. If the game would load. There it goes. So let's take a look real quick at our leaderboard, see who may or may not have their telemetry turned on correctly. Looks like everybody's got it set correctly so far. Yep. So let's take a look at, again, here's our driver standings of our 20 full-time drivers. SC Fire out in front, 53. Sasuke is 49. We got another one of the cars already on track. Looks like it's not Luke is going to be the first one out. Let's head on down to him. It's not Luke. Yep, it's not Luke's first car out on track. And then your team standings here. Sauber out in front. lead us away. Luke getting a little squirrely there. Let's go through a little bit of circuit information tonight. This is 14 corners, full throttle, 77% of the time. Top speed, you're looking at about 203 miles per hour. Medium downforce and medium tire wear. So for the sprint, no pit stops are required, so drivers can basically run on whatever they're going to. It'll be interesting to see what everyone goes for tire selections for tonight, because once they use them up, they're pretty much done. So it's not Luke coming through that 4th DRS zone right now. Take a look at the weather real quick. He's running a couple corners here. It is clear for the rest of this session. So we'll keep a close eye on that. So here comes It's Not Luke through the final corners here. The start is hot lap. Start finish line all the way down at the end there. Across the line starts his lap. Looks like that might be Vanilla behind him. Oh, got a little bit of traffic here. The Aston Martin getting out of the way. Luke heading down to turn number 3. Infamous corner where Fernando Alonso went off big time, hitting the Haas, flipping the car dramatically, but able to crawl out of it. Luke setting the first sector time. Vanilla Spilla stealing away by about half a second. So Luke will set our initial time on the track, but behind Vanilla, going to be setting our... Oh, it invalidated. So let's head on over to Vanilla. Setting our fastest time so far. Getting out of that 4th DRS zone. Vanilla opting to go with medium tires for his first timed lap. Around the final corner. Onto the main straightaway. Again, start finish line further down towards those lights. Vanilla across the line sets a 1:16.338. Right now, it looks like Gangy also improving on his time, but next car is going to come across is going to be Sasuke. See if we can catch him fast enough. The controller is slow for selecting. 2 Asian and the Haas of Firefighter coming through. So here comes Sasuke. Finish out his lap. Fastest 1:16.048. Luke's having ERS issues. Next car is going to be setting a blazing time is going to be Gangy. Next one up. Cross the line, Gangy, P4. Then we got SC Fire, your championship leader so far for Season 7. Coming up to the line now. Taking the short way across the track, across the line. P2 with a 1:16.053. So right now, Sasuke, your provisional pole setter. So it sounds like it's a technical issue on the wheel side for It's Not Luke for his ERS issues. That was reported to us here in the studio. So let's see who is next going to set a time. It looks like it's going to be Zaluxi and the other Racing Bull. Has yet to set a time, so this will basically just get her on the board. So she's not starting towards the back. A little squirrely through the final corners there. Might have a little bit of a setup issue, not sure. But we know Zaluxi likes to typically get improving as the session goes on. 1:16.420 puts her P5 for Zaluxi. Next car that's improving on the track is actually going to be Mr. Consistency Boogie in the Haas machinery. Personal best so far on both first and second sector. It's coming through the 4th DRS zone here down to turn number 11. Keeps it on the track. So far, so good. So, 2 Asian setting the fastest first sector. See where this moves Boogie up as he finishes his lap. Currently P8. Finishes his lap, does not improve position. Let's go check out 2 Asian in the Ferrari. Fastest first sector, 26.351. Oh, that just got hit by Domcry and Asians into the pits. So, let's go check out Domcry. Dom. We'll just go with Tom. Dom, fastest first sector. Personal best in the middle sector. Still up on Sasuke's time. Putting the power down through turn 11, through 12. 12's a little tricky because you have the gravel on the outside. Though 13 is probably subjectively the hardest corner on the track. Across the line, Dom, P3, 116.048. Lost it all in that last sector. Vanilla. Invalidate. Cuts the corners there. Looked like he was improving on his outlap. Or if that was not lap. Let's check to see if his battery's gone. So he was trying that lap. ERS is completely gone, so he's going to have to recharge this lap. So right now, looks like Firefighter purple mini sectors at the start. Just under 4 minutes in this sprint qualifying session. So mini sectors might have lied to us, but according to the that's why. Shows personal best. That's because Firefighter has yet to set a time in the session. Wow, actually, that's a very good point. I want to point this out as where is it? So as Firefighter comes across the line, sets a P8 time of 1:17.356. Can we look at what's fastest laps? That's the graphic I want to see. So if you look at your timing board to the left, Sasuke with 1:16.048, you have to go all the way down. Rotate. To P7 to be a second outside of your leader. SC Fire on the heels of Sasuke. 5 thousandths of a second. Dom, 46 thousandths off. Vanilla, 72 thousandths off. It is a very, very close qualifying session. So we have cars back out on track. Looks like the car that's leading everyone away right now is MLB, who has yet to set a time. So Luke has retired from the session. He is out. So 1:20 left in the session. Robin still yet to set a time. Luke, unfortunately, is out, did not set a time. Lone Fiber and MLB still have to set lap times. So let's go looking at the map. believe that is Lone Fiber. So that's Lone Fiber. As far as I know, everyone is on. Shows Sasuke is setting a time, but I don't think I thought he was on an outlet. We'll keep a close eye on that. I believe Sasuke, it shows he's setting purple first sectors, or fastest sectors so far. Sasuke sets the fast, so he was on a time lap. I apologize to Sasuke for missing that. 1:15.617, the time to beat. So anyone crossing the start-finish line now, this is it. So right now we're sticking with Lone Fiber. But I gotta say, we gotta actually head it further up. The two racing bulls of... Oh, we had somebody going off there. Zeluxy, very much improving. See where she can move up. Fastest 1:15.394. You got her teammate of Vanilla. Crossline P3. Crossline's very fast. Lone Fiber, absolutely flying as well. P4, 1:15.752. Dom's out of the session. Is everyone across the line? Yep, that's everyone across the line. So your pole setter from kind of out of nowhere, we'll have to give it up to Zeluxy, 1:15.393. Absolutely phenomenal there. Fantastic, and congratulations to Zeluxy for that pole position. So let's get a screenshot of this real quick. For our records. Head back to our intermission screen while we wait. All right, so give everyone their 5-minute warning to get themselves stretched out, get themselves ready. 5 minutes is a little long for sprint ready up time, just because there is really no strategy other than what tires you will be racing on, because there is no pit stop requirement for the sprint race. Whatever they start on, they will predictably end on those same tires. So again, pole setter Zeluxy, followed by Sasuke, Vanilla, Lone Fiber, 2 Asian, SC Fire, Dom, Gangy, Firefighter, Boogie, Robin, Luke, MLB. Gonna be your starting grid. 13 drivers on track tonight. Zeluxy already playing it down in the Discord, but she won't get the win. But we will see how they get away in the race. 3 minutes left to go until we are heading to the track. So again, here is your team standings. Sauber out in front, followed by McLaren, Racing Bulls, Aston Martin, Haas, Red Bull, Williams, Alpine, and Mercedes. Unfortunately, no Mercedes showed up tonight, so they will be 0 again. Figure out a little bit of technical difficulties right now, but we're going to get it settled before we're heading onto track. For some reason, SimHub decided to just shut down and restart. Things you gotta love about live broadcast, right? We might have got it sorted. I think we got everything sorted. Everyone wishing each other good luck, keeping it clean. So let's head down to the racetrack as we're letting everyone get readied up. We'll wait for the pinging. The team of the readiness. All right, so we're into the track formation lap. We're away. Let's get rid of these in-game graphics. Bring you the graphics brought to you by Racer Ray. Once it loads. SimHub having a little bit of a difficulty tonight. Not sure why. Data collection is good. Looks like it. So, driver info and weather forecast. Oh, shoot. One at a time. They're overlapping. Looks like it's going to be a dry race tonight, so let's go through your drivers. Zaluxy, your pole setter. Don't know why it's showing race strategies because it's no pit stops. Everyone except for 2Asian and MLB, the Show Me Your D, is on hards. So Zaluxy, then Sasuke, Vanilla, P3, Lone Fiber, P4, 2Asian, P5, SC Fire, your championship leader, 6th. Dom, P7, Gang EK, P8. Firefighter, P9, followed by his teammate Boogie, P10. Robin, P11. It's Not Luke, P12. And MLB, the Show Me Your D, bringing up the rear of the grid. Zaluxy's hanging around the final corners here to get us set up. Sasuke right on her tail as they head up to the starting grid boxes. Again, the game is showing us possible race strategies which don't make any sense. So, here we go. Camera's going to be on the inside of Sasuke in P2. Here in Australia for the sprint race. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're racing down under. So Luxy getting a great start, pulling away on the outside. Sasuke dips in behind. Vanilla side by side, getting pushed by Lone Fiber. Looked like we have a yellow flag already in turn 1. Vanilla dropping all the way down the order, getting on the outside of Lone Fiber into turn 1. They could not keep it clean. Unfortunately, Vanilla dropping all the way back. Does have rear wing damage, which is huge and unfortunate that he's going to have to spend the next 10 laps with a rear wing that's not going to cooperate. Zeluxy leading us away. Sasuke P2. Lone Fiber P3. McLaren duo. Oh, wall contact. Zeluxy into the wall with Sasuke. They're still both moving. Looked like Sasuke tried to squeeze on the outside. Couldn't make it happen. Zeluxy right there with him. Sasuke losing both front left and front right end plates on his wing. He may want to come into pit to get rid of that damage, or he's going to just keep going the rest of the race. And he continues on for now. Sasuke going from P2 all the way down to P6. Your leader so far is Lone Fiber. Zeluxy dropping down to P8, also with front wing damage. Not sure if it was Zeluxy didn't know he was on the outside by the wall. Nowhere to go. Vanilla retires from the sprint after receiving rear wing damage at turn 1. We're on lap 2 of 10 here in Australia for the sprint race. Let's head up the running order. Everyone's getting a little spread out. Part of the reason why this track added a 4th tier S zone just to make things a little more interesting. 2 Asian purpling the first sector, so he's going to be quickly on the back here of Lone Fiber. Luke picking up a 3-second time penalty. So right now, it looks like the closest battle is actually going to be SC on the back of Dom as we head down the main straightaway. Lone Fiber starting us off. Lap number 3 of 10. Zeluxy picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane and retires the car from the session. It's only 10 laps, so I can see why deciding to retire and not fall even further behind with a front wing change. Sasuke continuing on with missing his end plates. Cars are starting to get really spread out. Let's go check out the next closest battle, which is going to be between Fire and Robin. Fire right on the backside of Robin as they come through turn number 8. Coming up to the very high-speed section where, so Fire going for the outside move, same as Sasuke, but Robin leaves the door wide open and Fire up to P7. Reminder for Prowler Racing League in the sprints, top 10 score points. Unlike the IRL sprint races where it's only top 8, we score top 10 in the sprints and top 12 for the Grand Prix. So right now, everyone except for the Williams of It's Not Luke looking to score points in tonight's sprint race. So let's head back up to the front where Lone Fiber being hunted down by 2 Asian in P2. Gain predicting that 2 Asian will be looking to overtake in 5 laps time, which is basically the end of this sprint. Get a close look on that. Sasuke in P6 getting very close to Gangy. Sasuke up to P5. In the high-speed section where he and Zaluxy came together, Sasuke making it work here on lap 4. So this gap not really getting any closer. Currently up to 6/10. So this gap not getting any closer. Let's see if there's any other ones that are getting closer. It'll be Dom trying to catch back up to SC Fire. It's a little bit behind. Let's go check out that one. Gap staying relatively the same. Sasuke picks up a 3 seconds. More than likely due to that front wing damage, not having the grip they needs. So the gaps are getting kind of spread out right now. Nobody really close enough to make any moves. So we'll head back up to the front. Your top 3 pretty much within a second of each other. Coming down to turn 11. Firefighter picking up a 3-second penalty. So Sasuke and Fire and Luke all with 3-second penalties as we're about halfway through this sprint race. Oh, Zaluxy left. We'll have to make sure she gets another invite. Lap 6 of 10 here in Australia for the sprint race. Your leader, Lone Fiber. No moves going through right now. Let's go check out our race story so far for our drivers. Starting at the front. Lone Fiber coming around, starting lap number 7 of the sprint. 4 laps left to go. Lone Fiber started P4. Currently in first, followed closely with the DRS. 2 Asian looking to go on the outside, can't get it done there. Started 5th, currently in 2nd. Oh, Lone Fiber getting a little squirrely out of the exit of 3. Next up in P3, we got SC Fire, started 6th, currently up at the 3rd. And we got Dom, started 7th, all the way up to 4th right now. Next up, Sasuke with wing damage, started 2nd, all the way into 5th after dropping back with the contact with the pole setter, Zaluxy. You got Gangy, started 8th, up to 6th right now with Firefighter right behind, 9th to 7th. Boogie making a move there, 10th up to 8th now. You got MLB, the Show Me Your D, started 13th and 9th. Robin started 11th, currently in 10th. And then Luke started 12th and 11th right now. So let's head back up to the front as we've now completed lap number 7 onto lap number 8. 2 Asian right on that gearbox of Lone Fiber. Last time by on turn 3. Looking to make a move on the outside. Does not get it this time. Running out of laps to make any moves here. Around the outside, Asian, your new leader, gets ahead of Lone Fiber. To turn. Mind you, Asian is also disadvantaged on the hard, so it looks like the hards was the way to go for the sprint. Right now, if we take a look at what everyone's wear is, let's go take a look at tire wear. You can see Lone Fiber, the rear is 43, 44%. SC Fire, 41%. Dom also, he's looking at 50% on the rears. So these medium tires that pretty much everyone started with really starting to lose their advantage. We're on lap 9 of 10 here in Australia. Your current leader, 2 Asian, the lone Ferrari in the race right now, followed by Lone Fiber, SC Fire, your championship leader this season. You got Dom in 4th, a reserve driver for the Alpine team. Then Sasuke, P5, Gangy in the Williams, P6, Boogie, P7. MLB in 8th, Firefighter 9th, and your last point scorer, Robin, also reserved for the Alpine, P10. Yellow flag, Sector 3. Looks like that might have been a cluster of cars there behind our leader. As everyone's struggling for grip on the rear tires as they are now, most of them hitting over 50% on the rear. Asian starting final lap of the sprint. SC Fire looking for the inside on Lone Fiber. SC Fire does have a slight tire advantage on wear. While this is all going on, Dom right there behind SC. Not sure if anyone's going to go for a move here. Lone Fiber getting very out of shape with those worn tires. So again, Sasuke a 3-second time penalty, MLB 3 seconds, Firefighter 3 seconds, Robin 3, and Luke 3 as well. Close battle here between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Pretty much our closest battle on track. SC Fire looking to make the move on the inside. Can't get it done. Gets into the back. Goes on the inside up to P2. Lone Fiber not letting him get away with it right on the outside. Close battle. SC Fire keeping it in front. Heavy lock up there for Lone Fiber. As they're coming around the final corner, we're just going to have to acknowledge our leader. Asian cross the line, followed by SC Fires P2, Lone Fiber P3, Dom P4. Then you got Sasuke coming across the line now, P5. Then Boogie P6, Gangy P7, MLB P8, P9 Firefighter, Robin P10. Coming up to the finish line momentarily is going to be Luke P11. There you go. There is your winner. So we'll get a quick screenshot of this. That's That's not what I want. I want the results. There we go. Screenshot. And then screenshot of the actual times. Okay. So that is going to do it for the sprint here in Australia. Everyone's getting ready to set their setups for qualifying for the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, our pole setter for the sprint, Alexi, retiring from the session and left the lobby and is unfortunately now going to be one of our reserve drivers. So let's head to the track for the in-game graphics. Get our own. Alexia, our previous champion, will be missed as a full-time driver, but we hope that she can join us as a reserve driver throughout the rest of the season. So let's check out what the weather is for this qualifying session. It's calling clear for the entire qualifying session. So let's pull up the leaderboard. Looks like reminder to our rookie drivers to head out to track to set part firme and then retire. So it looks like first car on track is going to be Luke again. On the wet tires. This might just be a check to see if everything's working. He will not be setting time. So let's go with, looks like SC Fire behind Robin, who should be coming to the pits. So SC Fire is going to set the tone for our qualifying session tonight. Luke continuing on the wet tires. Not sure what that's about, but let's check out the driver lap timing here as SC Fire crosses the line to set the fastest lap of the session to begin with. Very squirrely through turn 2. Heading down to the hard braking of turn 3. Very slow, so he might have scrubbed this lap. Yep, Barry's not going down. He is not setting time. So our first representative lap time is going to be from Firefighter on the mediums. Asian's already setting some blistering times as well. So SC Fire will set a lap time, but we'll keep an eye on if he continues on or not. Because he was pushing at the start, but then decided not to. Firefighter crossed the line. Set this off with a 1:17.923. Let's go check out your sprint winner to Asian. absolutely flying. Battery's already gone. Pull up the ERS here. You can see two Asians' batteries already down 13%. Still has a few corners left to go. So currently not using battery, recharging a little bit, but this will set the fastest time. Cross line 1:16.605. So let's go check out SC Fire now on an actual fire lap. Through the final corners. Still plenty of battery left to use on the straightaway here. Cross line 1:16.020 for SC Fire. Let's head down to Vanilla. Coming through. Across the start finish line for Vanilla. Fastest 1:15.983 puts us into the 15s. Sasuke coming around the final corners now. He's going to be setting a time. See what he can do. Sasuke P3 1:16.035. Put some hundredths behind SC Fire. So next up on track, Firefighters still putting down laps on the mediums. Oh, got a little squirrely there. See if he can improve from P6. Moves up to P5 with a 1:17.271. Let's go check out Luke getting off of the wet tires. Onto the mediums. Caught him right at the start of his lap. Going to keep a close eye on when Gangy or Lone Fiber comes over. Oh, off the wall, invalidates the lap. That lap is done for Luke. Luckily didn't receive any damage from that. So let's head up to the Williams of Gangy. Hasn't set a time yet. Lone Fiber's out on track right now. Ooh, off the wall, Gangy goes. Quick off and on the accelerator. Heavy, long braking into 3. Sasuke's going for another lap. Very quick on and off the accelerator, or off and on the accelerator. Quick jab on the brakes, a little modulation at the top. The entry into the corners. Sasuke putting down the fastest lap. Again, we missed it. 1:15.887. final corner. Modulation on the accelerator there. So this should put him pretty close to the front. Let's see what he can do across the line. P5 for Gangy. Let's head down to Lone Fiber and Valley. Sasuke's recharging again. Doesn't look like he's going for another lap. So right now, the only driver that still needs to set a time is Lone Fiber. So let's take a look. Let's go with... See if Lone Fiber doesn't... Oh! Commentator Curse through the final corners here on 13. More than likely, he's going to be playing that. Yeah, he comes into the pits. So let's head up to Vanilla. Very high speed, 9 and 10. Oh, gets very wide there. Little to no battery left as he's coming around. These soft tires absolutely screaming at him. Vanilla's punishing him. So he lost a lot of time in the middle and he abandons the lap. So, currently out on track, we've got the Haas of Firefighter. Just under 7 minutes left to go. This is a normal Oh, it invalidates. Commentator Curse striking out of the high-speed 10. Or 9. Technically, I think that was 9. Anyways, so let's see if Firefighter will recharge the battery. He's only got 52% left, so probably not enough to get another lap out of it. And he, too, comes into the pits. So let's keep a close eye on who's going to be exiting. Luke is exiting the pit lane right now. So this will be an out lap for Luke. So again, looking at the championship standings, this does not include the points scored during the sprint. Sauber leading us to McLaren, P2 at 85, Racing Bulls 61, Aston Martin 31, Ferrari 22, Haas 21, Red Bull Racing 16, Williams 5 with Alpine 1, Mercedes with 0. So looking at our fastest laps, sectors, Sasuke with a 1:15.887. Again, the field very close, all the way down to P6, outside of a second. So Luke looking to improve, but invalidates this lap. So let's head up to Firefighter, the other car that's on track right now. just under 4 minutes left to go. We will see a flurry of cars probably leaving the pit lane right around the just under 2 minutes. So Fire is actually on an outlap right now as Luke invalidated his. Of Boogie exiting onto the track up ahead. Here comes Firefighter across the line to start timed lap. So you can see both of our reserve drivers, Robin and Dom, getting ready to start the grid from the back. Zoluxi unfortunately left the session, so that's why you're seeing a telemetry issue of 0% for the ERS. So Firefighter improving the first sector, Luke improving in the second sector. Now you can see the traffic leaving the pit lane. As we hit the 2-minute mark, everyone's coming out onto track so that they cross the start-finish line just in time to finish their laps. Firefighter improving to P7 with a 1:16.909. Great improvement from the Haas driver. Let's take a look who is leading this gaggle of cars out onto track. I think that might be Vanilla. Is it? It is. So Vanilla leads the parade out on track. So hopefully we will not commentator curse Vanilla as he comes around. Onto the main straight. Brand new, fresh, soft tires. Luke retiring from the session. Vanilla starting his lap. Interesting to see not a full 100% brake pressure. Again, not 100%. Not sure if that is a setting that Vanilla does, but he is not hitting 100% brake pressure. Fastest first sector, 26.159. Through the second sector, personal best 17.038. So only a little bit off of SC Fire's fastest time. Hits 100% brake pressure there. Not through 13. Getting back onto the power, off the power, on the power, onto the straightaway. Full blast. Battery is gone. 190 across the line. 115.668 for Vanilla. Let's see what Sasuke's got. Sasuke improving personal best time. Pips him 115.527 for fastest lap. Let's keep a close eye here on his teammate, Lone Fiber. Right behind, and you got Asian as well flying along. Lone Fiber P2, 115.651. See if we can catch him in time. Asian only P4, 115.750. That's going to do it for qualifying. So, Sasuke, your fastest lap. Let's get a screenshot of that. So head to our emission screen, let everyone get themselves settled. So we're going to give everyone their 5-minute gap to stretch their arms out. That was a very blistering qualifying session. Sasuke, fastest, followed by teammate Lone Fiber, Vanilla P3, 2 Asian P4, SC Fire P5, Gangy P6, MLB The Show Me Your D P7, Boogie P8, Firefighter P9. It's Not Luke in 10th. And the graphic went away. Take a look at it again. Yep, unfortunately, with Zeluxy dipping out, it caused a little bit of a telemetry issue, which we will be able to correct post-race. Not a big deal. So here we go with the calendar for Season 7. Tonight we're in Australia. Then next week we're at Qatar. Then we're going to take a short break for Thanksgiving here in the United States as we are a North American League. We're back. December 7th, same day as IRL Abu Dhabi for the F1 race. So you guys will be able to watch the IRL race in the morning and join us at night for round 5. Then we're in Spain, followed up by Vegas Sprint, December 21st. Then we're going to take a break for the holiday season, coming back in the new year at Canada, January 4th for a multi-stop race. Then we're on to Austria, followed up by Hungary, then China, then a multi-stop around Belgium. Two minutes left to go until everyone gets ready to race the Grand Prix here down under. Oh. See, now I forget to turn the music on. Forget to turn it off when we get to qualifying, and then I forget to turn it back on when qualifying is done. Technology. So, 1 minute left to go. Hopefully we'll get a cleaner start than we did last race, and hopefully we'll get a little bit closer racing as the field was pretty spread. Not spread out, but everyone's pretty much very close to each other. Let's head down to the race track, or down to the pit lane, while the command is about to be sent in the Discord to let all of our drivers know to hit that X button to get us to the track. Longest minute. There we go. Command has been sent. Good luck to all of our drivers. Let's keep it clean. Let's have a nice race. Let's head on down under for the Australian Grand Prix. That's my cue to turn the music down. And here we are on the track for the formation lap. Let's get rid of the in-game graphics. Pull up our nice graphics here. Weather forecast, clear to light clouds later on, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Your pole setter, Sasuke, starting at the front with his teammate, Lone Fiber, next door. Then behind we got Vanilla, P3. 2 Asian, P4. SC Fire starting from P5. Gangy starting from P6. MLB, the Show Me Your D, starting from P7. Firefighter, P9. Zaluxi, so Zaluxi's AI will be starting the race. Robin, starting P12. And then we got Dom, starting P13. So coming back up to our front runners, we're going to go with the camera on P2, Lone Fiber. Well, looks like Boogie and Luke getting into it on the formation lap, resetting to the grid. Those tire temperatures for those drivers are going to be gone. So they'll have to be extra careful on the start here, as their tire temps will be gone as we start. Sasuke on the mediums, MLB on the mediums, and so is Boogie. Everyone else starting the race on the hard tires. Last car approaching the grid now. Should be Zaluxi's. One lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Here down under in Australia, great start from Sasuke on the medium tires. Pulls ahead, cuts off down onto his teammate. Lone Fiber getting ahead of Vanilla. Vanilla taking it extra cautious after the start in the sprint. Currently up to P3. Asian getting up to P4. SC Fire making a move on the inside there against Gangy. Side by side as they go through turn 4. SC Fire having to go a little bit wide, taking evasive action. Race strategy is calling a hard to medium. Either it's going to be a 2-stop hard medium or 1-stop hard to medium. Keep a close eye on that. Boogie all the way at the back with front wing damage. SC Fire going for the move around the outside. Can't make it happen. Tucks in behind Gangy. Currently closest battle on track. SC Fire going for the inside this time. No DRS yet. Oh, SC Fire getting sideways and collected. Collected by the Haas of Firefighter. SC Fire dangerously and joining the pit lane there. Virtual safety car. Luke getting a 10-second penalty for severe collision. So is Firefighter. SC Fire getting that front wing changed off. Switching to medium tires. Exiting the pit lane. Zaluxi's AI picking up $10. So let's head back up to the front. Sasuke, your leader, run lap 2. 29. We're green flag racing, back to racing after VSC. SC Fire getting sideways after making contact with Gangy. Then getting collected by the Haas of Firefighter. Big incident. on the opening lap. So we'll keep a close eye on SC Fire as he's going to be making his way through the field. Sasuke coming across the line, starting us on lap 3. Field spreading out a little bit early already. Right now, Asian setting the fastest first sector. On the hard tires. Being right up behind Vanilla here. Turn 11 after the 4th DRS zone. There's your top 4. Sasuke leading us away. Lone Fiber, fastest lap, 1:18.868, picking up the extra point. So in our league, we also score fastest lap points along with scoring top 12. Ooh, hitting the wall there for Asian. Top 3 getting close. Vanilla picks up a 3-second time penalty. Getting a little bit too close to the corner there. So now he's going to have to fight that 3 seconds throughout the rest of this race. Great on the rear gearbox of Lone Fiber. DRS open for second, third, and fourth place cars. Sasuke going to have to defend with ERS going forward as he will have no DRS to his name. So we'll keep a close eye on this to see if the McLarens work as a team. Right now they aren't. Lone Fiber taking away the lead from Sasuke, heading down to turn number 1 on lap 5. Now due to where the detection zone is for the first and second DRS zone, Lone Fiber got DRS on Sasuke in the second zone to pull a little bit of a gap. Asian getting past Vanilla as well. Vanilla pretty far back now. Vanilla wing damage, 100% wing damage. You can see that right front end plate is completely gone. And part of the wing structure too, so he's gonna be struggling for grip to make his way around the lap. Not sure what happened. We missed it. It may have been an incident between Asian and Vanilla. Sasuke taking the lead back. So no papaya rules with these two cars tonight. Sasuke running the chrome livery. Lone Fiber rocking the normal McLaren livery. Lone Fiber DRS wide open. Sasuke putting the shoulders out a little bit earlier, elbows out a little early. Continuing on to P1. Vanilla in the pits. We're dropping down the order. Gap building a little bit between your Leader Sasuke and Lone Fiber Asian trying to take advantage as he's hunting down Lone Fiber as we head through the high speed 9 and 10. Rest of the field spreading out pretty normally. Closest battle in the back is going to be Robin on Gangy. So Sasuke with advantage on soft tires, sitting at just about to enter the grading phase. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. While the leader is defending against his teammate, the Ferrari of Asian right here with him, looking to capitalize on this papaya fight. Oh, Fiber getting the backside squirrely. We saw that in the sprint. Lone Fibers doesn't look like he has as much downforce on the rear. Here we are coming up to a high speed 910. That Ferrari's got a lot of top end speeds. Oh, gets sideways down into 11, losing a massive amount of grip on that rear end. Heavy locking into 13. And Sasuke peels into the pits to get rid of his tires. He's going to promote Lone Fiber to the front. So let's see what this is actually going to bring Sasuke out of the pits. 3-second pit stop. It's not the greatest. Squirrely across the yellow line as he's coming out of the pits. Drops him back to P7. So let's head through. Let's head through our running order right now. Gaps are pretty spread out so far. So let's go through our race story. We're only lap 8 of 29. Lone Fiber starting on the inside in P2, currently in first place, being hunted down by the Ferrari of 2 Asian. Who started P4, currently in second place, being chased down. So 10 seconds back, 10.5 seconds back. We got the reserve driver of Dom. Started 13th, all the way up to 3rd on these hard tires, making great moves. And we got MLB, started 7th, currently all the way up in 4th on the medium tires. Probably going to be the next car to stop, as he is showing about 48% wear in the rear. Next up, Gangy started 6th and 5th, being hunted down by the fresh tires of Sasuke, who gets up to P5. Started pole position, now in 5th, working his way back up the field. Vanilla fastest lap, 1:18.784. So we've got Sasuke, then going the wrong way. So that with Sasuke getting up to 5th, that's going to put Gangy back to 6th. So he's currently breaking even. Started 6th in 6th. Sasuke gaining another spot on MLB. Then we got Robin, started 12th, currently in 7th position. Then SC Fire started 5th, currently in 8th place right now, after getting knocked sideways and getting front wing damage, basically on recovery drive at this point, as we're on lap 10 of 29 here in Australia. Next up, Mr. Consistency Boogie started 8th, currently in 9th, but was also involved in a tussle early on. 40% wing damage. You can see that right front end plate is gone on his car. Then we got Vanilla on the recovery drive. Started in third, all the way in 10th. Unfortunately, did pick up an outstanding 3-second time penalty, so he will have to keep that in mind as he's making his way through the track to get back up towards those front runners. Next up, it's not Luke. Started 10th, now in 11th, making a defensive move there against Firefighter with front wing damage. Also has a 10-second penalty, which he'll have to, that's a lot of defensive moving. That's definitely not allowed. So we'll see if Firefighter will report that. Getting wide there on the exit. So Luke started 10th, currently now in 12th. Zalexi's AI. And that's going to bring us up to the front where 2 Asian gaining the lead after Lone Fiber coming into the pits, switching to the medium tires. So right now, 2 Asian going to work on a gap to the cars behind. Game is predicting coming out in P6. If Asian were to pit right now, he'd come out in 6th position. So as we're going along here, let's go check out one of our closest battles on track. It's going to be MLB hunting down Gangy. So tire life is predicted for these hard tires between 18 and 20. We're on lap 10 of most of these hard tires. So the game is predicting at least another 8 before they have to pit. But our medium guys, 15 to 17. But unfortunately, like right now, if we take a look at where our tire wear is for our drivers, MLB 64% average on the rear, and he's going to pit to get off those tires. Here he comes into the pits. Should be going for hard tires. Let's see what the game does. He does. He's going to switch from mediums to the hard tires. Pit stop time of 2.2, so not perfect, but a lot faster than we've seen from other drivers so far. So as he's coming onto the track, currently in P9, bit of a gap front and back. So let's go check out the close battle right now. Sasuke moving up in the field, currently up to P2, getting past Dom, and Dom falling back. So right now, Sasuke currently P2, hunting down Asian, who's going to be pitting soon. So that gap that was building before from P1 to P2 is now slowly disappearing as a gap back. Here you can see from your leader to Sasuke, 10.3 now. So let's actually take a look at this. Fiber picking up fastest lap, 1:18.419. Sasuke still closing in. 10.2 now. Yeah, this is Prowler Racing League Season 7, Round 3 at the Australian Grand Prix. We're on lap 13 of 29. Our custom graphics brought to you by Racer Ray. The gap now under 10 seconds. So it looks like Vanilla getting past SC Fire. We got a yellow flag. So it was in the pit lane. Luke retiring from the session, looks like. Gap to the leader from P2, 8.8 seconds now. So here's your leader. Gap between Vanilla and SC is actually closing in too, which is actually closer than the gap we got right now. So let's actually head over to the battle between SC Fire and Vanilla. Let's go with Vanilla. See what the gap back is. Oh, it's grown. In the time of us switching from their leaders back here, Vanilla building the gap to SC Fire. SC Fire closing it in now under a second, so he will have, if he can keep it here under a second, he will get DRS. Oh, we know detection zone's all the way back in the start of Sector 2. So 2-second gap now. Here comes Vanilla onto the main straight. And everyone behind deciding to pit, including SC Fire. So that gap is gone. So looking at pit stop history, the only car to not pit is going to be Dom in P4. And 2 Asian. So, looking at tire wear, 58% in the rear for 2 Asian. Sasuke, your new leader, as 2 Asian comes into the pits to switch off those aging hard tires. So Sasuke, lap 16 of 29, currently on the hard tires. 33% wear already for the rears. 39 in the left rear, 29 in the right rear. Huh. I don't know if he's going to go for... He might be going for a 2-stop. So we'll keep a close eye on this. Sasuke, your leader, possibly going for a 2-stop. Keep a close eye on this as the other papaya of Lone Fiber closing in. Gap now 1.1 to the chromed out Sasuke. They've already passed the DRS detection zone, so now it's going to be down to Lone Fiber trying to catch right after the end of Sector 1 is the detection zone for DRS zone 3 and 4, so we'll keep a close eye on that. But right now, closer battle on track. Gangy catching MLB, heading into the final corners here. DRS wide open. Gangy staying tucked in. Ooh, MLB cut that corner too much, picks up a 3-second time penalty. So now, ooh, Gangy going for the over-under, way overcooks it. Lets it into the gravel. Pops a cone out onto the track. Rejoins, dropping down to P8. Soon to be under fire from SC Fire. So Gangy going for the over-under, couldn't make it work. Outbraked himself and lost out. SC Fire moves up to P8. Hunting down Robin. Looking to get another position. Gets onto the inside, late brakes. Saves it, doesn't make contact. All while Gangy trying to take advantage of the situation ahead. Seafire again, still trying to stay with. There's our Discord if you want to join. SC Fire 3/10 back off of Robin. Lap 18 of 29. Getting up to P7 for SC Fire. Robin doing all they can to make sure SC doesn't pull away, but that gap's already half a second. And Gangy falling back, not able to capitalize. So now, SC Fire. 4-lap Old Hards going against MLB The Show up ahead on 6-lap Old Hards and a 3-second time penalty. See if he can close that gap of 1.4 as we go. So the gap staying pretty close to 1.4. From SC to MLB, but let's head up further up ahead. Dom and Vanilla. Dom getting past up to P4. It's heading to the high speed 9 and 10. So Dom on fresh medium tires, 2-lap old compared to Vanilla's 13. Gets by with ease. 10 laps left to go. Your leader, Lone Fiber. And Sasuke did come into the pits. We predicted it would be a 2-stop for Sasuke. He wasn't going to make those hard tires last to the end. So now Sasuke coming out in P3 with a sizable gap back to Dom. Now on the medium tires, Dom picking fastest lap, 1:18.241, and picking up that extra point. Looking to close in on Sasuke. Vanilla coming into the pits. Lone Fiber into the pits. So that is going to promote Asian back up to the front. Let's see where this will leave Lone Fiber. Sasuke's on the main straight right now. Lone Fiber leaving the pit lane. So Sasuke P2. Lone Fiber comes out P3 on fresh, brand new mediums. So Sasuke looking to close a 7-second gap up to Asian. Field is getting pretty spread out once again. So just go through a slight race story. We're on lap 21 of 29 here in Australia. 2 Asian started 4th, currently in first place with a 5.3 second gap back to this man, Sasuke. Started first, now in second, hunting down the leader. Lone Fiber P3 started second, currently in third. Sasuke picked up the fastest lap, 1:17.527. Then Dom, 13th to 4th. Great opening drive for the reserve driver tonight. SC Fire, 5th to 5th, breaking even. Then we got MLB, the Show Me Your D, currently P6, started in 7th, but does have 3 seconds of penalties to contend with at the end of this race. Next up, Vanilla started 3rd, unfortunately all the way down in 7th right now. Working on his recovery drive, does have 3 seconds of time penalties as well. Then, next up, Boogie, Mr. Consistency, 8th, and now 8th. Then, Gangy, 6th to 9th, with 3 second time penalty. Then, Robin, started 12th and 10th. Firefighter started 9th, currently in 11th. And then we got AI of Zaluxi. So back up to the front. Here's your leader with Sasuke in the back, closing in. Gap now 2.13 seconds back. .4 now, 1.3, 1.4 again. Under a second now, half a second back. Sasuke closing in. We're on lap 24 of 29. Sasuke with the tire advantage of half the life that 2 Asian has on his. Only a breath's width back from Asian to Sasuke. Heading into turn 13. onto the straightaway. Let's see if Sasuke using DRS, if he decides to go on the inside or stays behind to make the move later on. 5 laps left to go. Sasuke in P2 behind 2 Asian. DRS wide open. Sasuke filling up the mirrors of the Ferrari as they head through turn number 3. Coming up to the next DRS zone, the high speed. Sasuke taking the lead before turn 9, around the outside, speeding away, building the gap. Down through turn 11, Sasuke, your leader. But while this gap is building, the gap between Asian and Lone Fiber is also reducing. Sasuke flying on the straightaway. 4 laps left to go. Here's your leader being chased down by the Ferrari. Gap building to almost a second. They crossed the DRS detection zone early enough. The Asians should have DRS to defend, but he's not. His Lone Fiber closes in. DRS wide open. Locking up on the inside there for Lone Fiber. Let's head out to the straightaway. Let's watch when he activates DRS. 175, 190, 200. Sticks to the outside, which is going to put him on the inside for turn 2. Contact being made. King sideways saves it. Great car control there for Lone Fiber. On lap 27 of 29. While these two are battling it out, Sasuke building a gap of 2.1 seconds. Ferrari defending with all of his might. Lone Fiber making a move to the inside to upset, and he gets past. Lone Fiber up the inside at turn 12. That's going to be down to car placement and tire advantage. Lone Fiber on the younger medium tires. 2 laps left to go in this race. Pretty much everyone else's tires are absolutely cooked. Let's go head back down to Vanilla, as he is on the backside of SC Fire with much better tire advantage. Dom picking up a 3-second time penalty. looking to make a move. Robin picking up a 3-second time penalty. So time penalties abounding for everyone as the race continues on. Mistakes are being made. So right now, SC Fire does not have a 3-second time penalty, but Vanilla does. So even if Vanilla gets past here, he needs to build a gap of 3 seconds to SC Fire. SC Fire doesn't need to defend as hard as he is. He just needs to stay within 3 if Vanilla gets past. But knowing these drivers, they're not just going to give up position banking on penalties. They're going to fight it out to the end. We're on the last lap. It's Vanilla right on the rear gearbox of SC Fire. SC Fire taking the far right side to break the drag as they come now down to turn number 3. DRS wing wide open for Vanilla. Can't get it done into 3. Vanilla also looks like he may have, no, I think he does have a little damage. Still good. So let's head back up to your leader, Sasuke, up front. Going around the final corners. Down the long straightaway of Australia. Cross the line. Your winner, Sasuke. Lone Fiber whipping around. After his 3-second penalties, go dropping down to P3. 2 Asian up in P2. Then we got Dom. P4. Vanilla did get past SC, but SC still within a second, so that will promote SC Fire up to P5 once they cross the line. Next up, we got MLB. Coming across the line. Then Gangy, P8. And Robin, followed by Boogie, P10. Cross the line. Boogie's got a broken wing. Oh, that's Asian. So that's going to do it here in Australia. Your winner, Sasuke. Hoist the not Australian Grand Prix trophy. Isn't it Australian Grand Prix trophy of the steering wheel? Anyways, that is your podium for tonight. Let's get a screenshot here. Dom getting driver of the day, which is well deserved. I believe it was like 13 positions. We want race results. Picture. Go picture. All right, so that's going to do it for round 3 in Australia. So next week we are going to be doing a multi-stop at the MotoGP track of Qatar, November 23rd. We look forward to seeing everyone there. That's going to do it for tonight for round 3, Prowler Racing League in Australia. Your winner, Sasuke, for the main Grand Prix. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you next time. Peace.